men did not know they were recording the same object in the sky. Also, at the time of these lights, whatever they were in the sky, there was an airplane that flew over right there. Showed up in Frank's video. You're also going to see that airplane in John's video right there. Very unique sequence of events here. Again, John being in the Air Force, I wanted to share with you what he shared with me yesterday, December 12th. He says, I totally agree with Frank because I shared with him what Frank had told me about these lights. They just sat there 20 to 30 minutes because Frank also said that he watched these lights for around 30 minutes. What I simply don't have space or time for was recording how they moved. They lit up in the north as they dimmed out in the south, kind of giving the impression of a rotating object. What he was describing was these things could have been part of something bigger. Now, I'm prior Air Force, got stationed here in 1999. I've seen even the Golden Knights parachuting, flares, etc. Not at all aircraft drop activity. I agree there's too much atmosphere behind to actually be Starlink. Super intriguing. Let me know if you find anything out. Here's the original video you can find linked below in the description box. Here's the video that I worked on that John shared with me, and I zoomed in and I tried to pull forward features. I compared the two. This is the photo from Frank, who shared these photos with me a couple of days ago of these unique objects in the sky. Notice the aircraft that was flying over. There's the lights right there. You'll also see that aircraft flying over in John's video of these lights. And again, John was over here to the right. These two men don't know each other, but they were both very captivated by what they saw in the sky. Here's the video sent in by John, also from Tampa Bay, Florida. Same day Frank noticed these objects. Here's the airplane up there moving across the sky. I'll zoom in on it here in just a moment, just to show that it was the same exact time. I'm going to zoom in on these lights. Again, John was in the Air Force. He's seen a lot of things, obviously related to flying objects in the sky. He had never seen anything quite like this at all. Let me pause it right here for a second. He was under the impression, based off of what he was seeing here, it kind of gave him the impression that this could have been something bigger that you just couldn't see. You could see these points of light here, but they were part of something bigger that we could not see. And the lights did not change orientation, at least individually, at all. Not for 1 nanosecond in the video, not that I noticed. They remained in a perfectly still position as if they were attached to something bigger. There's the airplane right there, and that's the same airplane that you saw in Frank's photo that he took. Frank was over here to the far left on the shore, and John was out here in the center of the bay, and these lights caught both of their attention, and probably other people too. These are two that were shared with me. I'm sure there are many more videos and pictures of these objects because they were in the sky for the better part of 30 minutes, if not longer. What they were doing, nobody seems to know. And there's also some strange activity that I'm going to share with you just down the road in Sarasota. In the nighttime sky, strange lights that have no explanation. And these here, according to John, who is retired from the Air Force, had never seen anything like this and felt like this was part of something bigger. Just incredible. And if it was part of something bigger, if these lights were part of something bigger, it must have been enormous. That's all I can say. Based off of their space apart in the sky, this thing could have been extremely big. But if you'll notice the lights, whatever these things are, portals, they don't move. They maintain the same position the entire time. Now, whether they did for the full 30 minutes, I don't know. But during the video footage that I saw, they didn't move. Here's the photo that Frank sent in over here on the right. This is a still image from the video over here on the left. And again, Frank was over here on the far left-hand side of the bay, and John was in more of the center of the bay. Just an incredible sequence of events by two different people that don't know each other, that notice something extraordinary in the sky.